Yes, YouTube, welcome back to another video. We're mid-cooking, right? I'm going to Anfield in a few hours. I'm going to tell you what I do when I'm going to watch football, because I know a lot of you will go to football, and we're going to stay on track. So the normal meals remain the same. I've just made this one now, and then I'm going to take with me. So we've got wraps with beef and a bit of rice in there. I'll show you the finished product and what I do in the air fryer. Bang them in these, put them in the air fryer, put them in tin foil. I'll take them with me so then I can eat them. Like, I'll probably get there for 7, kickoff's 8, and then I'll walk over with them and eat them. And then for half time, you don't get any better than a half time protein bar. So we've actually got the new gingerbread one. Christmas is here, fellas. So what I'll do is I'll take the gingerbread one, I'll take the rice cakes with me for in the car, and then I've got 2 wraps, and then that is the day nailed. So you can just bang them in tin foil. I'll show you, take them with me, walk with them, eat them, protein bar in my pocket, and that's it, job done. I'll get a nice little bovril. We're flying, we'll watch the Red Men. So I'll show you the finished product. I've got this rice here, I'm gonna put that in both wraps and I'll show you what I do. So we've got the rice, beef, tomato, salad, salsa. So it's a clean wrap. Salsa is the key as well, because that is low cal. I've probably put a bit too much in, boys, to be fair. Try and roll and try and fill it. I have a bit of an overflow. A big overflow. I've messed up, boys. I've messed up. No. Nah, you know what? I've saved it. Let's see if we can not mess this up. I have a bit of overflow of rice, which is fine. That will do, because it's going in the air fryer and it'll harden up. So then all we do, doing this one-handed, boys, so bear with me. We're both in, and then they'll get a bit more solid if they have overflown a bit. So we'll whack them in. Literally, I'll leave them in for like 3-4 mins, and then we're good to go. So you can see, boys, it doesn't matter if they overflow a bit, because then you just get them wrapped up like a burrito. And then I'll just peel that when I'm walking and eat it. So you can see when it comes out, it's like pretty hard, crispy, unreal, man. They're absolutely banging. So I will just literally whack them in the fridge now and then take them with me. Double burrito. Bash! And that has literally taken me 20 mins for 2 meals. The lights are messing up, boys. There we go. So we'll watch some footy. We've got Everton, West Ham on, we'll eat this. Work is done for today, so I'm going to get this one down me. And then we're off to watch the Red Boys. Ready, fellas? Ready? Mixture. Cheers, boys. Lovely. So that's the match prep up the Reds. Yes, the boys, we're on the way to the gym. What about Arnie Slot, mate? What about them Red Boys, fellas? Did I say 3-0, 2-0? Easy work, easy work. Tell you what, that gingerbread grenade bar, if you like it's not that nice, if that makes sense, because it's gingerbread. But like, if you like gingerbread, it's bang on. Like, it's not the nicest one, but it never will be. But if you like gingerbread and you want the taste of gingerbread, that was like the most specifically tasting grenade bar for me. That's why I like that one, and I like the lemon cheesecake. The same with whey as well. Lemon cheesecake perform is outstanding. So we're on the way for push, fellas, and I wanted to run through something I've gone through this morning as well in check-ins, and it's when people let themselves get down at this time of year. And I made a TikTok about this yesterday as well. And the biggest thing I've learned in over 8 years of coaching now, so I've worked with 5'5" guys, 6'5" guys, 140 kilo, 55 kilo, 17, 18, 19, 20, 40, 45, 50. Like, I've worked with married, divorced, kids, no kids, broke up with the missus, always been with the missus, moved country, like everything, right? Work nights, education, whatever it is, I've covered it at this point, right? Which is why it's so helpful now. And the number one thing that I have learned about people, right, is the change that you will see when you have got a goal for 1 and when you are getting into shape for 2, and obviously those 2 things tie in, is night and day difference. I've seen it hundreds of times now with our guys. That change over a month, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, some of our guys. I've seen that change firsthand. And that is so, so important, because why people feel terrible at this time of year, right? It starts going dark. They start feeling miserable. They start feeling sorry for themselves. They start sulking. They start eating like crap. They don't have any goals. They stop training. They start gaining weight. They start snoozing the alarm. All of these things, you're not respecting yourself. You're not looking after yourself. You just feel like crap. If you lose all that, you lose all self-respect. Everything else around you will start to crumble down, and it makes you feel 10 times worse. So even just the little things, I always say to my guys, now you take an inch, you'll start to take a mile. So you start to snooze that alarm, then you start missing the session, then you start missing the food, then you're 5 kilo up, then you're miserable and you don't like going out as much, and when you are out, you're miserable. These things happen, right? These things happen, and that's why people think, oh, it gets darker, so I'm miserable. No. It's not just the weather, it's how that affects actions, and then you let yourself do that. So do not let yourself do that at this time of year. Have a goal. If you have a goal, that is then your base of everything. So if you've got the fact that you are in a gaining phase now or a diet phase, and that is what you are moving forwards with every single day, improving yourself, that is your base. So when you normally drop down to here, you're at least here, if not higher. That is your base. Have a goal. All of the good habits that are going to keep you in a great spot physically, mentally, health-wise, have the non-negotiables set there. Even if you have 7 days in a row where you don't want to do any of it, you get all them done and you push through and you do the hard things, you're going to be up here when you would be down there. So it's hard either way. So at this time of year, do not let yourself tell, oh, it's like a chemical thing in the winter that's going to make you feel down. No, it's not. The reason why, I used to tell myself that, and now I don't. So it doesn't just switch, right? Like, it's not a thing. We've had the guys who, they tell themselves that, and then the next minute, they're in fantastic shape, nailing everything, and then it's not the case anymore. So don't tell yourself that. Don't tell yourself those easy excuses. Switch on, have a goal to work towards, and that keeps the base high, and actually keep that self-respect there. That helps you with relationships, work, whatever it is. And that is massive. Have that respect for yourself. Don't just, if you've got everyone around you who has not got any standards, eat whatever they want, don't like how they look, don't like how they feel, drink a lot, they don't want to be drinking a lot, snooze their alarms, right? Okay, that's that. Don't drop yourself down to that standard. If they're happy doing that and that's fine, great. Don't be like, oh, everyone else does that, so I'm just going to do that and we're all just going to feel down. Set your standards there, actually have that self-respect, because modern society, people are not healthy, people are not happy. Look around, right? People in general, not happy, not healthy, and a lot of people, zero self-respect in terms of sticking to their own word. Sounds very brutal, but it's true, unfortunately, in modern society, and you don't need to be that way. You can set that standard yourself, and then you can help everybody else set that standard as well. And that's that trickle-on effect. So it ain't being selfish, it's actually putting everyone around you in a better spot because you're nailing your own stuff. So that is the on the way to the gym rant today, but that is a big one. That is very, very important, because I have this every single year. That's the 9th winter now that I've gone on that rant, right? So make sure, if you're struggling with that, let me know what you struggle with in the comments and I will sort your head out. Don't you worry about that. The boys are used to these rants on the live call. That's usually what I'm ranting on about. There's a dog running the same. Jesus. I don't know if you could see that dog then, but he was running the same speed as my car. I have got push, so we'll show you a few push bits, and this is the base, right? So for me now, gaining phase, smashing these sessions. So let's have a look into the intensity of that and what we're working with.
Right, boys, we're on the Smith. Reason being, I ain't a fan of the Cybex. I ain't a fan of the Nautilus. I've ran the Nautilus for ages. The Cybex shakes in and out and it does my head in. So I just overshot a bit and got 4 reps. I've dropped this right down for the back off now. So this is the back off. And the main thing I want you taking from it is training hard. Doesn't matter, twice as strong as me, half as strong as me, whatever. If you can train hard, you get the benefits, what I was going on about before, and obviously you get the benefits from the physique standpoint as well. So let's send this the numbers and then we can push them from there next week. Right boys, back off. Top sets today. I go in on the IG and on TikTok. So we're getting the back offs to the tube. The point of that is intensity stays exactly the same. That's what you'll see now. We've got 9 to beat. Get it. And you'll see on these fellas, I've got the pad on here so I can get that little bit more depth. Gives me the extra inch so I can get a full stretch and then press. And you can see there, fellas, not a chance I'm getting even half a rep more. Important. Woo. So in this session now, we've got pec deck. I did abs and cuff lateral to start. Pec deck now, 3 tricep extension, and then 3 X's. So a good bit of triceps here. Oh, mate, last reps fried me. Let's get them done. Train hard, boys. Train hard.
Right, boys, we've got a counting call now. And then a business call. Trust me, if you coach, start treating your business like a business, right? I left that far too late. I was doing too much on my own. So trust me, start doing that. That's very, very, very important. I was a little bit heavy this morning. So we're well into them 81s, boys, which to be fair, I'm pretty happy with. So there I am, fellas. And then that was me this morning as well. So that was me cold in those 81s, and I'm going to field checking in today, and then we'll get that feedback from Ben there. It is rest day today. I'm feeling so bad, boys. I think I'm more sore because training's been just so good, and I've taken so many progressions. God, I'm sore. I'm very, very sore. So hopefully that's going to start to get a little bit better, because I am like fully fried here. So what I need to do is find the email with the Zoom link, because I do not want to be late for a call, and we've got 2 minutes, and it is not good being late for anybody. Let's find it, fellas. Yes, perfect. So yeah, trying to do accounting on my own ain't great, so that's why we've got a call with the accountants now. So let's jump on that, and I'll let you know what the rundown is. Right, boys, I'll tell you one thing. Business stuff is boring. Business stuff is very boring. That was 45 mins just through getting accounts sorted and all stuff like that, and the boring stuff. Now we're going to go through a lot that we're implementing with the business for a big finish to this year and a massive 2025. So we're going to jump on with Josh now. So any of you boys want to get in early doors and get grinding, the link as always is in the description. Get on that, because it's going to be a big year for us. So make sure you click. I'm going to jump on with Josh now. If you watched the last vid, fellas, you know what time it is. It is the rest day walk to the shop to get a monster. And you already know, they didn't have any in the fridge. So we've ended up buying a 4-pack. They got me. They get me every time, mate. They just don't have them in the fridge. They have the 4-packs stacked. So they know, what am I going to do? I'm going to buy a 4-pack. Absolute jokers, mate. So we'll get home, we'll crack the monster, and then we've got a big work block to get done. We've got a nice 2 hours to get on with. But another thing, boys, I wanted to say with the title of this video, and just staying in a better spot with winter, obviously we've gone through setting those goals and how important that is. I think the next best thing is making sure you do actually get outside at some point in the day. Like, if you don't get any sunlight, that's going to affect your sleep. That's probably going to affect how you feel. So I'm sure you watching this right now have a lunch break when you're at work. So make sure, literally, when you're on that lunch break, get outside and actually walk around for 15 minutes, right? If you've got, let's say you've got an office job, you've got a desk job, you need to move around at some. Anyway, I have just literally been sat down for 10 hours. So I've literally been sat at the desk from 5:30 till 2:30, well, more. Yeah, 5:30, 2:30. So a lot of time anyway. And I need then to get some sunlight. If I don't get it now, I ain't going to get it. So I'm going to get my steps done. And I'll usually get back from the gym and try and get some box off there. So I've actually been,
there ain't any sun, but at least we've got sunlight, so it's not just my time in the gym and then it's dark again. So if you do have that break, definitely make sure, get out, even if it's a 15, go have a little wander around, grab a drink, whatever it is, get some steps done and actually get some sunlight. I think that's very, very, very important. And when you've got a goal there, you're cooking, you're absolutely flying. I'll show you when I get back. My client Dean's just wrapped up a 12-week transformation and he looks absolutely insane. So I'll show you in terms of setting those goals what you can do across 12 weeks, because Dean's in Australia now, which is why he's like shredded for now. Usually we'd be waiting for that, but he looks wild, so I'll show you that when I get back. And there was no one eating a tub of Ben & Jerry's in the car today. I was actually disappointed. So maybe that guy's watched the YouTube and he's learned. Also, fellas, for next vid, make sure you let me know what session you want to see. I fancy a good full breakdown of one of the sessions, and we'll do a Q&A soon as well. So let me know when you want the Q&A, let me know what session you want me to dive into, and if there's anything training specific you really want me to focus on, let me know, because I'll get that covered in the gym as well. We might even go for a road trip to a different gym and give you a change of scenery. So let me know what session and I'll get it sorted.
So we're just about to film the real boys for Dean's transformation, like I said before, and absolutely wild. For 12 weeks, like, this is insane. From the back, wild. This is 10 kilo down in 12 weeks. From the front, crazy good. From the side, which is just wild. Front again. Front again. So sick. And that is just knowing exactly where food is and cracking on with that. Like, absolutely insane. So Dean, shout out, brother, because that is absolutely wild. I'm going to film the reel now for that transformation. So if you want to see that and you want to see Dean's pictures, go on the socials and have a good look, because that will be up by the time this is out. Right, fellas, we're just back from push. Big sesh. Ben has moved food up. So training day, 3,250. Non-training day, 2,950. So we're moving. He wants a bit of a faster rate of gain than what we've currently had. So that is what we're shooting for. So I've just been to Aldi. I'm going to run you through this. So these are just the essentials that I'll get, boys, right? Like every couple of times a week. In there, 2 minutes, get out, 20 quid, that's it. Guarantee you, if you're buying food like at work and stuff like that, you're spending that easy. This is 20 quid and this stuff will last me. So I'm gonna run you through what I pick up, right, when I just nip to the shop. So frozen berries for the oats, for yogurt, that will last you a good few days at least. These two, salad, I get it's the bistro salad with them little red bits in, banging. That will last me a good few days. Tomatoes, again, they will last me a week, good few days at the very least. Beef mince, that will last me 4 days. Sourdough, that will last me literally best part of a week. And all of these things are max like what, 2 quid, less than a quid for the salad bits. Oats, that's a kilo of oats, so that's lasting me a week, right? So easy. Greek yogurt, I don't have too much of that anymore. I just add it to my beef meal, so that is literally gonna last me a full week. That's just the 0% fat one. If you go Aldi, get that one. Eggs, 3 of those. So I usually get 2 lots, but we've still got some, but again, that's gonna last me best part of a week, right? This sauce is banging. I have that on this meal now that I'm about to have post-workout. So that will last me absolutely ages. I can't even remember when I bought that last one in there. In the oats now, easy carbs. We've got jam. That's just Aldi's strawberry jam. Again, that'll last me absolutely ages. I have 10 grams. So what's that? 454 grams. Do the maths there, boys. 340. Have 10 grams in the oats. Do the maths there, fellas, with the peanut butter. And then, if I do make a bit of a random meal, say on the weekend, I get those light cheese slices, right? And they're 42 calories, and they are so nice. Like, that's probably the naughtiest thing that's in here, right? And then we've got the peri salt, which I'll use on my eggs, and I'll sometimes whack with chicken. So that is just the absolute staples, right? And that was literally, I've got the receipt here,
That was 21 quid, right? And when we look at all the stuff, like we've got a lot of stuff there for 20 quid. And that brings me on to my next point, boys, because like I was going through with winter, a lot of people, there's chocolates lying around, there's this lying around, right? Not only when you get out of shape will you just feel rough, but if you eat awful, you will feel awful. I've been there, digestion's off, you feel terrible, you're bloated, you feel sluggish, you're crashing in the afternoon, all of these things. Everything here is literally pretty much single ingredient stuff. Peanut butter, the sriracha, that's like the worst bits, but I mean, tomatoes, lettuce, sourdough, eggs, beef, fruit, oats, like clean stuff. And when we put these together and actually make them nice, it's enjoyable. Like I bang that on my beef and rice meal with this, like bit of Greek yogurt and a bit of that with the tomatoes on that beef and rice meal. Like, I love that meal. Make my sourdough sandwich, mate, with my eggs. Unreal. Again, with some sauce, put that peri seasoning on there. Oats, I've got my whey, cinnamon donut, cookie dough, whatever it is. Perform. Luke 20. Run it up, fellas. Order from Perform, save yourself the pennies. Let's go, support the boy. Yeah, eat bad and you'll feel bad. So everything that I've gone through there, make sure, get the goal, work towards it, eat good. I promise you, you will not feel better just because it goes dark in an hour from where it is now. Promise you that. I'm gonna make this post, get outside. Stipe Jones this weekend, fellas. Stipe win. Calling it now, right? If you watch this and you remember me saying this, and he actually has, Stipe win. I don't know, but I'll go for it, right? I'll be bold. Charles win. If you know me, you know I love Charles. Watched him in Abu Dhabi. Broke my heart. Need to see him get that belt back. So I'll go for Veronica Hardy's going to win. If you're a big UFC fan, you'll know who this is. Veronica Hardy's going to win. Oban Elliott's going to win. I think Bo Nickal's going to win, but watch Paul Craig just sub him because it's Paul Craig and that's just what he does against good people. I'm going for a Stipe win, Charles win. Both finish. I'll go for a Stipe KO. Charles either knock him, sub, or just TKO. Let's see. I'm going to actually get up for that one because I can't miss Charles. I can't miss Charles. So on the next YouTube, I might film me watching that. So stay tuned. But Perform code is down there. Link to coaching is down there. If you are watching this and you are not subscribed, what are you doing? Come on, the vids are coming and they are not stopping. Please like, please comment. Legends. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.